Great, nice to have you with us. You know, I'm here with Nicolas, our pastry chef at Mirabel, and we're going to make some macaron. Macaron is something everybody loves. You know, macaron is really like base of powdered almond. To do that, you know, it's quite simple. You know, it's really, it's just to matter about follow the right procedure. Nicolas going to whip the eggs. We have some almond powder, some powdered sugar, and it's really mixing all everything together, put in a pastry bag, do some little hole, and after, you know, when that is cooked, we're going to throw them in the oven. What's happening with macaron is the cold, the whipped white, you know, when it happens in the oven, it kind of creates a little bubble like that, like we're all familiar with. And it's just such a nice miniatures little cookies, you know, and you can do any shape you like. You know, at Mirabel we like to do it a little more smaller because a lot of time it's kind of something we give with coffee as a miniatures more to anything else. But you know, if you're at home, you can do a little wider version and just do it as a bigger cookies. I mean, here we got the powdered sugar mixed with the almond, and we're gonna whip the eggs. We start the white a little bit, you know, early, and then you're gonna add the sugar to tighten everything up together. You want like a very nice solid white eggs. You know, it's always easy when you do that to preheat your oven, because soon you get them in the tray, you literally want that to go in the oven because, you know, it's sensible with the eggs. You don't want to waste too much time to wait for the oven after. I mean, when you start to get going, get your oven going, the way like soon when you're ready, you can just throw them in the oven. Great cookies. You know, Nicolas is a specialist, he's the king of the macaron, you know. And macaron is something, you know, that's a basic, and you know, you can add some pistachio almond or, you know, like a little bit lemon flavor, or, you know, you can go any version, strawberry, put a bit coulis, but that's kind of the basic, that's the, you know, the base of the recipes, and a lot of time you can flavor with something different, like, you know, I said strawberry or, you know, pistachio, any kind of, you see all those different color, like lemon macaron, and that's all. After that, you're adding the, you know, the flavor on it. You know, it's mostly almond, sugar, and white eggs. That's all it is. You know, what's one of those, you know, literally gluten-free item, because, you know, you have no gluten to the macaron. It's really just the white eggs make that reaction. See, you want to make sure the white is nice and stiff, you know. The thing to see that if you flip your bowl over, you know, the eggs will stick to the bottom because no more liquid on the pan. Just make it, you know, there, fold it nice and easy, and you have macaron. We're gonna put in the pastry bag. I'm gonna move this out. And what I do is I take a pan and I put a bit butter and like the parchment paper, mostly so that it don't stick. And that way, you know, Nicolas can just get him going on it. You see, macaron is a very kind of thick and rich, you know, consistency when you do it first, and that's kind of what, you know, what's happening. It's almost like a little mini souffle, you know, when you bake it, it kind of, you know, the white eggs can create that little illusion of a bubble, you know, if it's well done. And that's why, you know, it's really nothing to it. It's just you have to be precise, whip your eggs properly, make the right ratio of it, and use it the right oven to, you know, cook it right away. I mean, you see, Nicolas is using a pastry bag. He's gonna put, I can help him in a way to get in there. You see, perfect. See, nothing to it. Little bubble like that. Remember, macaron will flatten up. It will grow about a third probably when the time is baking. You don't want it too big, and you know, you get like a nice little round like that. The thing is with the white eggs, if you wait too long between you mixing and you put him in the pastry bag, it's kind of liquidate him again, and it's be a little harder to have a nice, beautiful consistency and a shape. This is like the perfect, you know, you see like it flat up a little bit. That's perfect, you know, that's what you want out of your dough. You don't want to get them a little too close, because remember, they're going to grow a little bit. I mean, they want to touch each other when they're baking. And like I said, I mean, you can do a little bigger. Just make sure if you do a little bigger, you just do bigger on the whole tray. That way they cook consistently. You know, don't do a small and a big one in the same pan, because obviously one is going to be overcooked by the time the other one is not cooked at all. Because when you bake that, you want to let him cool down on the tray. Like that, you know, it's easy to remove from the paper parchment you got under. There it is. The king of the macaron is here. Wonderful. Let me know you're going to throw him in the oven, you know, let him bake for what do you say, Nicolas?
Like 10 minutes.
You cook like, what's the temperature in the oven? 300 for 10 minutes, because you want a nice 280 Fahrenheit for like 10 minutes. And when it's cooking, going to come like this, you know. It's a little, you see that little bubble, you know, happening in the oven. And what we do here, we put a little bit of hazelnut, that we can stick two macarons together, and it gives that little hazelnut flavor. And you know, great little dessert, will last, you know, a couple of days in the cooler, no problem. One of those things, like I mentioned earlier, if you eat one of those, you eat 10 of those. Nice to have you with us. I hope this helped.